So, Kemi Badenoch has been trending recently, you know, for everything she's been saying about Nigeria, most especially about the Nigerian police. You know, when she was interviewed, and she said that while she was in Nigeria, the Nigerian police stole uh, her brother's valuables. She said a lot of things that the Nigerian police does, that they steal, that instead of protecting the Nigerian citizens, they steal from them. You know, you can listen to just a few clips of what she said here.
Do you trust the British police?
I do, I do. But remember my experience with the police in Nigeria was very negative, and coming to the UK, my first experience with the police was very positive. The police in Nigeria would rob us. So when people say, "Oh, I had this bad experience with the police because I'm black and they're white," I was like, "Well, I remember the police stole my brother's shoes and his watch.
His shoes?
Yeah, they took his shoes and his watch. It's a very poor country, so people do all sorts of things, and giving people a gun is just a license to intimidate.
This thing she said has highlighted a lot of tensions, and it has brought back memories of people's experiences with Nigerian police. You know, though before I continue, uh, from what she has said, I think this has made the Nigerian police do one or two things. Now they've issued a statement that those unnecessary arrests should stop, and that the Nigerian police should stop checking people's phones. This is actually not the first time they're saying it. They've said this in several times. But the men, once you go out there, they still search your phones. But I think it's a welcome development. But then, by the way, I now took my time out to at least go through a lot of experiences people have had with Nigerian police, because it took people back to memory lane. They started reminiscing on the encounters, the experiences with Nigerian police. So I'm just going to try and read out a few, so you see that what she did was actually the right thing, because people are bashing her. That why should she say that? She's not supposed to say that. She's on an international platform. It means people will begin to see Nigeria in a certain way. But now it's just like someone trying to hide her pregnancy. It's not possible. If you're pregnant, the whole world will see that you're pregnant. So you say, now people are beginning to say what the experiences with the Nigerian police are. This person here, Oluyomi Ojo, said, years back, men of the Nigerian police broke into my ad agency's office in Ikeja and arrested my creative team for working overnight in their own office. It was not an unbranded business. There was signage everywhere. They had staff IDs, ID cards. They were working on a campaign we needed to ship that weekend. It was obvious this is an office. I was in SF when my phone rang. At Icon Ireolua, she even tagged someone that is aware of it. Who the who the then creative director was on the phone. Spent the next couple of hours calling everyone I knew. Ora was also doing everything to end the madness. My wife also running around. The police did not care, despite everything they were shown. They named their price. It was a Friday. If you don't pay, the team would sleep there that weekend. People who have done absolutely nothing wrong. Again, the Nigerian police is Nigerians' worst creation. And another one from Don P. Don P. This is a guy I actually follow on social media. Uh, he's a he's a doctor abroad. He used to share his stories every now and then on Twitter. So I never knew he's had his own experiences with the Nigerian police. So this is his story. Let me read it so you can also hear. He said, Nigerian police stopped me somewhere between Akwa Ibom and Cross River State while I was in a public transport, singled me out to come down, took me into the bush and forcefully took my phone from me and was asking me who the Onyibo people on my phone were. Despite telling them I live and work abroad, they threatened to buy me inside the bush and put a shotgun on me as a thief. Nigerian police stopped me somewhere around Festac in Lagos. This is the second time as well, and asked the driver of my cab to take some drugs and claim I gave him to keep for me. Wow. Again, Nigerian police stopped me the third time around the Keja in Lagos and never believed I'm a doctor, nor legit, and only felt I was doing Yahoo to be able to afford good trainers and perfume. Wow. I have PTSD and anxiety whenever I see Nigerian police. You are not safe around them. Hey, voila. Like, people have really, ex- as in first-hand experience of the brutality of the Nigerian police. And when someone is saying something like this, people will be like, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. It's so bad. I've experienced them myself. It wasn't good. Like, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. Let me take two more. This person said, Nigerian police are animals. Soft copy of my work ID saved me after 2 hours at the counter. I did not pay a dime, but they slapped me, forced me out of my car, collected my phone, and called me a cultist. Wow. There are still about 50 people locked up. Yeah, 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 yeah. Man, this is bad. Now let me take the last one. Felix Obasi said, Elmao had two major experiences with Nigerian police, but the last one was funny. My one police Port Harcourt stopped and accused me of carrying drugs. I did not argue with them. Called my friend at work who was sending soldiers from barracks and was raging. You need to see Nigerian police begging and pleading. Those people will mess you up if they see you as a prey. Wow. This is just a few people now, few people that have backups. You understand? People that can easily call people that help. And a lot of times, even before this help comes, if they notice that you are calling for help, before the help comes, they mess you up. It's so bad. It's so bad. Come on, man. Let me stop here because there's so many on this list here, but I'm just gonna take this few because of time. I wouldn't want this video to be very long. So now, have you had your own experience? Have you had what experience have you actually had with the Nigerian police? Good or bad? Let's have it down in the comment section. I would really love to hear them. I would really love to see them. Believe me, I would really love to see them. But to be honest, I'm sure of words. I just pray and hope that the Nigerian policing system gets better. Believe me. So people should just stop shouting on Kemi Badenoch. I think she just said her experience with the Nigerian police. So I don't know why people want her to sugarcoat it, because the problem with Nigerians is that we always tend to run away from the truth. But whether we like it or not, the truth will eventually catch up. You know. See you in my next video, guys.